back to Revelation chapter 20, uh, verse 3 again. It said, "And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season."
That's right, man. Because you know what, in the time of that these Edomites were, in slavery under us, concerning the Dark Ages, the Moors and all that stuff. They didn't have the power that they had when they were in power, like in Rome, to confuse the nations, and especially confuse Jake. I mean, that's the whole reason why you have this whole Gentile thing.
Oh, yo, I got a beautiful piece for you because yeah, go ahead, select.
Yes, no, it's good. I was gonna say that's the whole reason why you have this whole Gentile thing, because these Jakes that were living in Rome, they were following these Roman customs, and Rome was so wicked that they allowed anybody to believe into anything as long as you can keep believing in. For example, you can still believe in Molech or whatever they were believing in back then, but you still have to acknowledge that the Caesars are also gods. They're gods over all those gods. So basically it was a big melting pot. Rome.
Just going back to you saying, how about the Gentiles and so on and on. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6. I'll start from verse 1 and then I'll jump to 6. 2 Maccabees 6 and 1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers and not to live after the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And verse 6.
Yeah, insiders of Israel to convince Israel not to believe on the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
And then verse 6 it says, "Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew." So basically,
they had to forget. It was forced out of them.
Yeah, like at one time, man, it was, forbidden, for you to call yourself a Jew, man.
So heck, to even be an Israelite, it's forbidden.
Exactly, which is where you get our people calling themselves, Romans, we're
Gentiles,
we're
Greeks,
you know what I mean? Because at
or
one
now
time
we're African Americans.
Exactly, we're colored.
Yeah, we're colored people, like we're black, we're Negroes, all these different names.
Exactly, So basically, like the scripture says, at one time, it was forbidden for us to call ourselves Jews, man. Which is, it does have a big toll, effect, until today, man.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Because it shows you how wicked that is. Because how can you deny someone, like when it's like you basically couldn't be Israel, but like it'd be one thing if Israel was just an idea or a doctrine, but Israel's your blood. You can't deny someone their ethnicity, right? But showing us how much hatred Esau had for Jake, and also how fearful of Jake they were.
Yeah.
Just like in the same spirit as Pharaoh back in the time in Egypt, instead of taking Jake head on, he wanted to kill Jake right when they were born, so that they don't overflow and take over Israel.
Yeah.
Like that Facebook post I showed you with the ants.
Yeah.
Showing you how that's Israel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like in that ant movie. Basically, they had the guy complaining about the ants taking over the what are they? Grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers, yeah.
And the man threw one nut at him and said, "Does that hurt?" No. And then he opened the whole shelf of nuts, and the whole thing overthrew them.
Yeah.
That's exactly how Esau looks at Israel.
Yeah.
If you don't stop one of them, they're all gonna come at you, man. And that's exactly why Esau. That's the scriptures come to life, because we just finished reading about Esau's mischief coming upon his own head, and here is Esau trying to speed up the time to take out Jake, but they're speeding up the times for Yahushua to come back. You know what I'm saying? It's all within the Most High's plan.
Yeah.
And the more Jake can kill off, they're most likely 2/3.
Yeah.
Until we're in the time where he's pushing out a chip, take the chip or die. Then he's going to be trying taking out the elect. although they let none die unto the Lord. Right?
You know, another thing too, you know, like, you know, in the scriptures, you know, like it talks about the wheat and the tare.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, even with Esau, like, you know, if he, you know, basically goes and, like, you know, he says that, like, you know, he actually basically, like, you know, he basically, like, you know, wants to get rid of the nation of Israel, you can't.
Yeah.
The reason why is because Israel is mixed within the other nations.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, like
Israel could look like one of you Edomites, so you wouldn't even know.
Exactly. So, like, you know,
That's true.
you know, so, like, you know, even, you know, like, you know, with us, you know, we don't really know, like, you know, who's a Jake.
Yeah,
you know,
really get to tell that spirit. Even if it's by the spirit, it's like,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so basically, you know, that's why in the scriptures it said that, you know, you have to wait for the angels to come to separate the wheat from the tare.
Yeah.
You know,
if man did it, we would kill off Israel ourselves.
Exactly. So basically, you know, we're supposed to wait. So there's no way that Esau can get rid of
Jake. Us being Jake can't tell Jake, Esau is not gonna be able to tell it. That showed you the angels got to be doing it. That's true.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Revelation 20 verse 4, it says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai."
You brothers be ready for that, man. We don't know who's gonna be, you know, slain for believing Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know, Nate is definitely give up a lot of you guys. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Nate knows anything about us Regina folks down here, but I know he knows a lot about you New York camp. You know.
Yeah.
So hey, like you brothers, you know, like the spirit that we should be in is like it should be you're ready to die for this thing. That you should be expecting death, so that because in the worst case scenario, death is actually not the worst case scenario. You should be expecting torturement.
Yeah.
Because death
expect the worst.
Yeah, expect the worst, so that if it doesn't come, you're good, and if it does come, you're good anyways.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Killing two birds with one stone, basically.
Yeah. You know, and it says, "And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of Yahweh Bashem Shai, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years."
That's right, man. Because you know what, Esau, in that time right now, Esau already. The elites don't get it twisted. The elites has already pinpoint who is gonna go into the guillotine, who's gonna go into the con. Like Esau already knows. You telling me all these YouTube videos are out, and Esau doesn't know who he's gonna have to kill?
Yeah.
Everybody that's a part of GMS, even us in Regina and us in Canada.
Esau knows us by name.
Exactly, Khan. So we're all finished. Yeah. You're already been set. As soon as you came to this truth, started speaking the truth, and have been breaking down the scriptures, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and been calling out Esau, you've already been marked. You think just because Nate is talking shit, he's gonna be saved too? Esau doesn't like Nate. They're just using him as a pawn.
Yeah.
I remember one of the brothers, I think he's from the Dallas camp, the shorter guy with the braids.
Yeah.
He said he had a very good point. He said that you know, even these jakes that take the chip, you're taking the chip from the devil.
Yeah, I remember that.
Khan, that was a beautiful point because it's true, man. You're taking the chip from the devil, and if you being Jake, the devil will probably just still make you starve.
Yeah.
You know, you be taking the chip to try to feed your family, and just because you're Jake, Esau's gonna laugh at you, oh, you took the chip, but I'm still not giving you no food.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do now? You just sold your soul for nothing.
Yeah, kind of like I remember, you know, the brother saying, you know, like, you know, even if you take the chip, you know, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, you're probably not guaranteed to eat, you know?
Yeah, come on.
You know, so basically, like, you know, you could be out there, like, you know, hungry and starving with a chip. You know what I mean? In the wilderness.
And how bad can that be? It's already hard enough that you have kids and you're starving. But now you have the chip too and you got nothing out of it. You're starving and you have the chip?
Yeah,
that's hell, man. You're starving and you have the chip. Yeah. You know, that's hell.
Hey, man, because, Esau's the devil. The word devil means to deceive, right? That's
a strong point, man. That's a really strong point. Because true, Esau, at the end of the day, even though Esau's using Jake against Jake, evidently he wants to kill off all of Jake. Even the ones that were basically loyal to him. to overthrow some of the jakes, like these different these different athletes and movie stars and rap stars who push out Illuminati, push out Esau's agenda. Even Nate, they're still trying to kill all you guys off. Just simply because you're Jake.
And the thing too, like with these devils, man, if you take the chip, man, Yahushua's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
If you take the chip, because the thing about it is that let's say you do take the chip, you're hoping for a better life.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you take the chip, we're already in the midst of war. So so basically there's nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
So might as well not take the chip and just die. Just don't take the chip and die. For the word of the Lord, you have Bashan Yashai, man. Because you're not guaranteed anything, man. At the end of the day.
And on top of that, man, if you're taking the chip, that's a good point you bring up. Because if you're taking the chip, you must know that somebody's like Yahushai. Even if you don't know him as Yahushai, somebody's gonna crack what they say, crack them clouds. It's gonna come down, and this guy, whoever he is, right? We know it's Yahushai. Whoever he is, he's putting war against the whole world.
Yeah.
So you're taking it because the truth is out there. You can't no one. It says in the scripture that everybody is gonna know who what happened, who they are as soon as Yahushai comes. So it's not, you can't say you didn't get a chance. Because the apostles the Lord has set the elect from the beginning of the creation of time. So they've been doing the works from the beginning all the way down to where we are today. And it's more expandable today because we have the YouTube.
And there's more people.
There's more people on the planet
today.
So it's on a deeper level now than it was back then. So what you're doing basically, you're betting your chips on Esau is gonna win this war against a man that they've been preparing to fight for years.
Yeah.
Are you fucking and this man's supposed to have laser beams, UFOs, spiritual powers.
Yeah.
You might not believe Yahushai, you might believe it's an alien, but this so-called alien has all these spiritual powers. What the hell? It's like you can't fight guns with the spiritual powers. Like what the heck?
Yeah, it's like when you even think about it, that means that you're taking the biggest, dumbest risk of your life.
You're calling the chips all in. When you watch those guys who are betting and because they have a good poker face, and they really don't have. They have a shitty hand. they have a shitty hand. They put all in because they want to look like their boss, and then lose $100,000, $2 million. They go home bankrupt.